Hi. So as you can see, this is a new setup, and I feel it should be a better viewing experience overall, but just in case it's not, please let me know. And yeah, I'm very excited. I'm also excited because we're back to my favorite, the one and only, or am I overreacting? Okay. And these look like they're going to be some crazy ones, so just as a warning. All right. First up. Am I overreacting? My friend went crazy when the guy she likes made a drawing of me. Warning, unhinged rant plus racism. Context in the post. And it's tagged with friendship, so. Also, it's deleted? I wonder why. Okay. Yeah, gonna get the backstory first. And then look at the text. So I'm 24F and she's 24 as well. For some context, she is white and I'm mixed Japanese Brazilian. There's this guy we both know through a mutual friend. We met him end of summer, I think. She is at his place a lot and told us they're dating, but when he was asked, he said she's just a friend. I'll be honest, he's a confident guy, but when we first met, he was always awkward when we interacted. I presumed he didn't like me, so I was surprised when he got me a B-Day gift last month. After that, we started hanging out more and actually became good friends. I like collecting rocks as a hobby since childhood, and he's curious about it. A few times we would meet up, and he even gave me rocks he thought I'd like. It was very thoughtful and sweet. My friend, F, started asking me about him and always made shady comments. For example, she would imply that I'm not his type, that he's not interested in me, etc. They were very snarky remarks but low-key and subtle. One time he said that my eyes are stunning and she started laughing hysterically and called me a sleazy liar. At this point, I was still under the illusion that she's a friend, so I thought she was just messing around and being funny. Okay, pause. It sounds like you know better now, but I don't blame you. Especially when you want friends or like you've known someone for a while. But that girl she's clearly not your friend. She's clearly jealous of you. And she is struggling with her insecurities. I'm saying this off the little bit that you've said so far. Run, get out of here. Okay, sorry. A few days ago, he surprised me with a drawing he made of me, which was, of course, very sweet. It looked great and was one of the nicest things I've ever received. That is so cute. She started acting very weird when she found out. Like, she would give me weird looks and even mocked him. She talked shit about him behind his back and called him pathetic. At one point, we had this text exchange. She basically revealed her true self. I'm shocked, but at the same time, not shocked. Am I overreacting with my responses? Don't get me wrong, I know she's terrible, but I am on my eyes were vicious, and I know she's probably still crying, snot and tears as we speak, with a little hand emoji. I mean, again, we were about to get into it, but I'm sure whatever you said, it was not out of line. But let's see. Hey sis, heart emojis. I say this with good intentions because I don't want to see you get hurt, but blank isn't into you like that. So it's best you just forget about him and move on. Like, I really care about you. I don't want to see you get into shit like you deserve so much. LOL, what the F? I'm not even into him. What the are you waffling on about? I'm laughing. I can see you're trying to be close with him and it's embarrassing because I feel bad for you. Not gonna lie. You're not his type and that's okay, girl. LMFAO, who's trying to get close? Are you drunk? Is this about the drawing he made me? Okay, first of all, yeah, she's weird. And just because someone's getting close, like friendly, doesn't mean that they automatically want to, I don't know, date or, screw each other. Like, what happened to just being friends? Okay. It's okay that you're being friends with him. Like, nothing's wrong with that. Okay, anyway. So is that why you suddenly started acting weird? You're mad at me for something he did, huh? That drawing means nothing. He does things because he feels... Okay, pause again. Sorry. If someone takes the time to draw, That's something that can take hours of like just labor and effort and love to an extent. Like, what? What do you mean it means nothing? That's like quite literally the opposite. Girl is delusional. Anyway, the drawing means nothing. He does things because he feels bad for you. You just don't see it. We're good friends, and he's obviously a sweet guy. What exactly did I do wrong, though? I'm trying to understand. Why are you so pressed? Listen, you guys aren't that close, and he's obviously not interested in you. You know how many times I've been to his place? We've been effing since October. Y'all never even hugged. He's awkward around you because he doesn't find you attractive. Also, no offense, but he's only into tall white girls. Have you seen his exes? They're literally 10-10 model types, so I'm more his type. Not some ghetto Barbie hood rat. Men like him want to take a classy lady, not some porn star. I don't even know how to unpack that. That is crazy. Okay. I'm gonna keep reading. LOL, ghetto Barbie hood rat sounds hot actually. I'm confused because why are you calling me a porn star? Isn't that a good thing? Lamau. It's funny how you showed your true racist self just because you feel threatened. I'm not racist at all. I'm just telling you the truth and protecting your heart. What? Everything he does is calculated and he's only use you because you're so easy. What? Okay, pause. Sorry, pausing a lot. I should just get on with the story, but I'm yapping. Anyway, so I've never understood this, like, okay, let's say they are actually like together. And if you are at the point where you are going out of your way to, I guess, mock and try and dissuade any other party from like getting close to your partner, even if it's just like friendly, is that not exhausting? I guess you're scared they'll take interest or like cheat and whatnot, but at the end of the day, if someone's gonna cheat on you, they're just gonna do it. Okay, nothing you do, it doesn't reflect badly on you, and nothing you do is going to change that outcome. This is like, this energy is so odd. I feel like they're not actually, okay, in this situation, I feel like they're not actually together, but she is definitely interested in him. And she's trying to push her out the way before anything could happen. Like, either way, she's projecting. She is very insecure. She's just a weirdo. Oh God. He feels bad for you because he probably thinks you're autistic. You collect rocks while I play with his balls. I'm sorry, let me read that again. You collect rocks while I play with his balls. Who is winning? I feel like I want to use that line somewhere. We are not the same. He's basically sweet to you because do autistic things like that. It's not genuine. Okay, sorry. Oh, why would you make fun of someone for having a hobby? What are your hobbies? What do you do when you're not sleeping with him to get commitment? You've been flinging your weird pussy at him since October in hopes of getting scraps of commitment. Oh my God. I'm tired, boss. Your vagina. And then you have the audacity to be mad at me for something I didn't even do. What? WTF. I don't even like him like that, as I said. Why are you bringing this petty shit to me and not him? You're sick. We've had sex over 40 plus times. He actually likes me, but I can't say the same for you, TBH. What have you guys done together? LOL, nothing. The fact he made that ugly drawing means nothing. Like I said, he feels bad for you because you're giving autism. Every time he texts you, there's a high chance he's balls deep in me. Pausing again. So you mean to tell me, while he is in you, he's preoccupied with something else? He's distracted? He's texting other people? Sounds to me like he's bored of you, girl. I don't know. What do you mean? He may not like you as much as you think. Yo, that's so funny. I'm sorry. Like, that's an insult to yourself. Okay, whatever. Mind your business, bitch. What? You're actually not normal. Get help, I beg of you. See, that's the correct response. Because what is going on? This is not normal. This is... Oh God. He wants white babies, not some Jap Latina. What is crazy? Oh, throw the whole woman away. We don't approve of the racism that she's been spewing throughout this entire conversation. LOL, remember the other day when you were crying about having lines on your forehead? You have them because you're racist white trash. So your evil spirit shines through. I'm not gonna lie, regardless of race, I think that if you are truly like an evil, hateful person, it's gonna show through your face. It's gonna show. It's like all your energy is just radiating off of you and soaking into your skin. It's just a cycle. And that's why you look older. It's time for a new round of Botox and fillers, sis. Your age is starting to show at the ripe age of 24. Somehow a good you are psycho. Oh wait, you already have been by him and it's still not enough for a relationship. Oh my. Gas kick. There's a rose. Wow, I can't believe you actually said that. This friendship is dead. Girl, who are you joking? You never cared about her. Friendship been dead and gone as soon as you started like internalizing all your insecurities and projecting them onto her in such a like hateful manner. Like, it's completely fine to be insecure. Like, it's completely understandable. Like, to be honest, any emotion ever understandable. It's just what you do with it. Like, you could have went to her and had like an actual conversation instead of being like a petty asshole. A petty bitch. I don't think this is getting monetized. So, whatever. Like, what are we talking about here? It's like you go up to someone, you stab them, and then when they react by, I don't know, making a scene, stabbing you back, you're like, oh no, why did you do that? Like, be so for real. You're a cruel and sick and demented bitch. Never text or talk to me again. You were given up for adoption because your bio parents could see you would grow up to be an evil home wrecking slut whore. Back the off my man, mind your ghetto business, smelly ugly. Go to sleep, you illiterate nuts. When I clicked this title, I wasn't expecting to laugh. I'm gonna be honest. I usually don't expect to laugh at majority of Reddit stories because it's usually like pain and suffering. Like pain, suffering, and audacity. There's definitely audacity here, but it's a little funny. I think I wouldn't find it as funny if OP was obviously like more distraught over the friendship loss. Maybe she still is. Like, losing a friendship is still a type of grief, don't get me wrong. But I think it helps when someone's just so awful that you can kind of like just move on from it. I don't know. But yeah, no. I don't think you're overreacting. I actually don't think your responses were too vicious. They were really funny. I know she felt that. So yeah, no. Good on you. I'm just sad you wasted so much time with this girl. Okay, let's see some comments. I'm trying to protect your heart, you stupid ghetto porn star. Oh, crying. Show this to him. I was thinking the same. I would show it to him to see how he reacts. I'm dying of laughter. The I'm tired boss, and then the your vagina. That was perfection. I'm loving you. For real though, OP should show him because this is a whole other level of crazy. I aspire to be this OP's level because OP may think it's harsh, but that girl needs to be humbled a bit. Because acting like this is going to get you nowhere in life. You're admitting you can't keep his attention while he's quote unquote balls deep in texting OP. You've effed 40 plus times, but you still can't get him to commit. Sorry, baby cakes, he's just not into you. Girl is definitely jealous of you, OP. You clearly have a connection with the guy. She doesn't, and she's starting by that. Yeah, I completely agree. I just... I'm sorry, I keep thinking back to the line, you're collecting rocks while I'm, playing with his balls? Something like... Oh my god, that is so funny. Is there anything else? Hold on. But wow. For saying my pussy is is taking it too far. Never speak to me again. Unhinged. Literally. Honestly, I think it was the wrinkles that got her, not the only puss. Oh god, literally, you're a mixed ghetto Barbie and he'd never want you because you're trash. Okay, well, you have lines on your forehead. Wow, SMH's friendship is over because you're horrible. Like, this girl can't be for real. Oh, and every time he texts you, there's a high chance he's balls deep. Like, how embarrassing to admit you can't keep the guy's attention on you during sex. But yeah, she's clearly insecure and jealous, showing true racist colors. Huh. Words. Crying because I don't know if she's insulting me or herself. Edit TBH chat. I think she's saying that while he's texting me and me thinking there's something more in her mind, he's actually safe with her. He's leaving me on, cares more about her. I think you're giving her too much credit. Like, I think she meant exactly what she said, but she doesn't. She's too stupid to realize that just makes it look bad for her. He also insulted him repeatedly in his drawings. She's obviously a bit sociopathic, and he deserves to see the side of her. I do think so as well, because it's like, you're saying that the drawing didn't mean anything. I don't know if she said it was ugly as well. Because if so, then she is, again, insulting him and his skill in a thing that he, put time and effort into. So yeah, I don't know. I think most of the comments are all on OP's side. Most of the comments seem to think that she's insane. Sorry. Okay, I wasn't gonna read another, but it's with my favorite quote of this, okay? You collect rocks while I play with his ball. That's me dead because why the F does she think this is a diss at you? She's pathetic. Followed by who is winning. Like, anyone in their right mind would fucking choose to be friends with the girls whose only identity is male ball handler instead of the girl who has an interest in nature. He uses me for casual sex while he's making art of you. Clearly I'm winning. Nothing is less attractive than desperation. Oh man. That's gonna be with me for the rest of the day. Anyway, I think OP will be fine. Crazy story. That girl needs help. And usually the people that need help the most will not get it. They probably don't see anything wrong with how they act and treat others. So yeah. Next one. Am I overreacting to skip Thanksgiving after my mom basically said I'm an embarrassment for not having a husband and kids right now? Ugh, okay. Pausing immediately. I feel like this shouldn't be a hot take, but I personally think whether you're a man, woman, or otherwise, you are not bound by your gender, and it's what society says you should do. Okay, you are more than that, and I think we'd all be happier if we loosen the grip on that a little bit. Because again, we'll get into it. But what if OP doesn't want kids? That's okay. She's in her right not to have a child. Whatever. We'll keep reading before I like go full out. Okay, yeah. We'll get into this in the text. I'm 35F and single for 3 years. I was engaged, but he, Charles, was doing weird sexting roleplay with people on a video game, which was disgusting. It really effed me up, and yes, I've been in therapy. I've dated since then, but nothing serious. I've never had my mom say something like this to me. I do not want to go to Thanksgiving after this. The way she said, "Don't shoot the messenger," it's clear the rest of my family have been talking about me, and she was the one elected to say it. I don't want to drive 2 hours just so people think I should have stayed in a relationship with a cheating degenerate little bitch. Would I be overreacting for not going? Is that too much? I'm honestly too hurt and angry to be objective right now. Would you ever say this to your daughter? Like, I have a good job, I'm educated, I have friends and hobbies, I own a condo, I have 3 car payments left, I have a cat. Why is this the end all be all me having a husband and kids? I don't know, I'm pissed. Help. Oh. I am so sorry you're surrounded by people like that. You are so much more than just being a mother and having a husband. Okay. I have thoughts and feelings. Let's read the text. Sorry if this hurts your feeling, but it's time for some tough love. You made a big mistake when you broke off things with Charles. I know you didn't like what he did, but giving up over it was stupid. How are you as a mother going to tell your daughter that, I don't know, you love and care for, you stay in a relationship where they are being disrespected? It feels like that's not considered like abuse, like this in certain aspects. It's like, oh, as long as they don't do this, you should stay with them. No. Technically speaking, you are your own human. You have wants and needs. You have boundaries. And you can leave anything at any time for any reason. Okay, that's your right. And he gave you a reason when he broke your trust. What? They don't care. That is oh, I'm getting the ick. Okay, sorry. Everyone else has a family, your sister, your brother, cousins. Doesn't that make you feel embarrassed to be the only one without a family? Doesn't it make you lonely? You're too old for roommates. She has her own condo. What are we talking about here? It's time to grow up. Just my 2 cents. Don't shoot the messenger. Love you, sweetie. Just something to think about. You don't love her. You are ridiculous. I'm so mad. See, I'm mad, but I'm saying this as someone who, again, a little backstory. I don't know if I've mentioned it. Things kind of blur together when you're a yapper. I did want kids. I still do, but I just know it's kind of out of the realm of possibility and the time manner I think I have. Okay. But, you know, it was in the cards. It's one point in time. But my long-term relationship broke down, and here we are. And I'm going to say this in my like perspective in dealing with a mother that would make comments. At least in my case, The comments my mother made were like, oh, you know, when are you giving me a grandchild? Grandchild this, grandchild that. It was teasing, and I always took it as such because that was, for the most part, the type of relationship we had over certain like things like that. And so it didn't hurt me. It didn't feel like, I didn't personally feel like a type of pressure. It was just a fun little thing, right? And, but, you know, on the same end, I've heard other people, when parents make little comments like that, they don't like that. They don't find it funny. They don't, it's not a little joke between them. And that's completely up to like their dynamic, right? But I know that if I had once told my mother that, hey, yeah, I don't think that's in the cards for me, you know, I feel like, I think that all society is for me to do that, wants for me to do that. She would have been like, oh, sweetie, I'm sorry. I hope I didn't, you know, make you feel like that too. You know, do what you want with your life. Because that's a normal response from a loving parental figure. Yeah. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get how someone could do that to you. Honestly, I really don't. You're not overreacting. You shouldn't have to go there. I hope you don't feel the need to go, especially because, yeah, it seems like that little comment about don't shoot the messenger means that people have probably mentioned it to her. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, if she has never stated something like that before to you, don't get me wrong, she could have harbored some type of feeling about that for sure. But that comment makes me think that because everyone's been talking about it, she got like the want and need to come to you like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, no, you shouldn't be in that environment. You just didn't have to stay with this Charles fucker either. Like, he sounds horrible. Yeah, no, you're okay. Because, let's be honest. In this, I'm acting like I know where they live. But if they live in the US, and this, not to get like too political, the economy right now, you're very blessed to have a good job, being educated, having your own condo. Okay, you have friends and hobbies. You're doing fine in life. Please never forget that. Take your wins, okay? Honestly, I think it would be even more detrimental if you married someone that wasn't good for you, that you didn't trust. So, let's see what some comments are saying. Her 2 cents is why they're getting rid of pennies. This is a really funny comment. And I got some bull hockey from my mom recently. I told her we would not discuss it further until she read it verbatim to a therapist. Wait, that's genius. What? I'm gonna use that. I'm getting so many good things to use, okay? Yeah, the I love you, sweetie, after that cruel message was just diabolical. No, not overreacting. Not sure passive aggressive, narcissistic, or passive narcissistic aggressive. The way the whole thing is written, just to give the impression that the mom has the full family behind her. That mom is the paragon of family virtue and the only person that the family thinks can have this conversation, thereby suggesting that the mom is doing this largely because the family says she has to. But don't forget that the mom loves you and just wants what's best. This centers mom as the victim when OP goes off on her and the savior of OP's social standing in life. Like, it's such a weird thing too, because she was like, everyone has a family. Aren't you lonely? You're supposed to be your family too. Like, what happened to that? Like, just because she's 35 now, and there's no familial ties there. It's such a weird thing to say, man. Screenshot mom's text, put it in a family group chat. Mom 2 cents are why the US is getting rid of pennies and also why I won't be coming home for Thanksgiving. If you have any questions, you can direct them toward mom. Boom. I hope they do, then let's us all see. They can come to dinner at my house. I'll be their mom now. It's cute. Yes, after she leaves your house, she can stop by mine on Saturday because we celebrated it on a different day so no one has to rush around and hit multiple places in one day, and I'll be her other mother. I hope everyone takes this information to heart. You are complete without a partner or child. You don't need to have either of those to be considered a grown person or to be successful. And not everyone wants to be in a relationship. Not everyone wants to be a parent. It's completely normal. Just because you don't have a relationship doesn't mean you will be lonely. Because you are in a relationship doesn't mean you aren't lonely. OP's mother is incorrect in every way. There's nothing to be embarrassed about if you're single, no matter what age or gender you are. Yes, thank you. Someone put that into better words than I ever could. You are more than what society tells you to be. You are more than what someone else expects of you, okay? At least in the extent of they are reducing you down to these roles you're supposed, quote unquote, supposed to play. Okay? Please remember that in whatever you do. Thank you. Also, I just noticed my model's hair is getting cut off. On there? Yeah. I'll fix that next video, maybe. It's kind of drawing now that I've noticed it, but sorry. Okay. Anyway. Should we read another comments thread? Quote unquote, don't shoot the messenger. Bitch, it's your message. My immediate thought, followed by this was not said with love or respect. If I was OP, I'd spend Thanksgiving at home, warm, comfy, and buzz in my bathrobe. Sorry, OP, your mom is a jerk. Not quite my response. Thanksgiving would be spent celebrating my freedom from a dominating and disrespectful mother that may be at home or elsewhere. Someone deleted this? Okay. Right. That bitch. I'd make my own food or go out for Thanksgiving. For about a decade now, my friend group has been celebrating our own made-up holiday. We call it Comsgiving. Similar to Thanksgiving in terms of the food, but we also included viewing of Conan the Barbarian. After the movie, we gather in the garage and pass around my buddy's replica of the sword from the movie and take turns saying what we're thankful for that year. Caveat being that you have to do so in the most outrageous Arnie's accent you can muster. Not gonna lie, but it's my favorite holiday of the year. Oh, that's cool. I love when friends are able to like get together and make little like holidays or just spend time. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, overall, OP's not overreacting. They are in their right to be hurt. I'm sure they felt blindsided by that. Especially if, you know, the mother's never said anything like that before. I hope they'll be okay. I hope the mother realizes how much of an asshole they were and apologizes. Doubtful. Very doubtful, but we can hope. But yeah, I hope OP is okay. Who's this next one now? Yeah, let's just go to the next one. Am I overreacting? Boss contacted me, 21F, regarding bikini pictures I posted online. Already, I'm going to say no. You're not overreacting. Like, okay, pause. Don't get me wrong. I know it's more of a thing nowadays where companies will like not only do a background check, but they will also like check if you have like social media and what you post. But I don't see how you posting bikini pictures where I assume you're either at a beach or like swimming has anything to do with your job. Like, what's wrong with that? I'm very confused. Like, that just seems like an overreach, if so. Okay, sorry. Let's just see. I keep saying 24. I, 21F, currently work 2 jobs, one of which is a part-time gig at a little deli near my college. I've worked here for a while and I thought I had a good relationship with my employers. I recently went to the beach and posted some tasteful IMO pictures of myself that my little sister took where I happened to be wearing a bikini. The next day, my boss, 50s, 60s male, messaged me this. I didn't even know he had an Instagram. My profile is public, meaning he didn't have to follow me to see the pictures, but I still love the idea that he was checking up on my profile like that. My first name is part of my Instagram handle, but not my last, and I don't have my university in my bio or anything. There's zero connection to the deli at all, so even if the pictures were inappropriate, which I still think they were not, it shouldn't matter. I feel like this is weird, but told some of my friends about it, 19F, 21F, and they're saying that it's not a big deal. Oh god, okay. I'm looking at the text. Hi. I see you're scheduled for 4 p.m. shift. We need to talk once you get here. Hello, yes, I will be in at 4 p.m. Is something wrong? No, but your picture's online. I don't want my employees putting their bodies online. This looks bad for the business. Ooh, that's weird. That's so weird. Okay. I didn't know you followed me on Instagram. In any case, my social media has no connection to blank. Only thing attached is my name. Yes, but I don't like this. We will talk at 4 p.m. All right. Yes, okay. I will see you then. Ooh. I wish I could just say blanket statement. Run. Leave your job. Leave this freak. But, obviously, I don't know your situation. You probably need the money. Yeah, no, that's an overreach. And they're your boss. Like, can you even report that to someone? If it's just like a little deli like near your college? I can't imagine they'd have like a whole HR department or something. Yeah, no, that's weird. That's very, very weird. You're not reacting. I just can't fathom how you handle that. Because yeah, if it's especially weird considering why were they checking it? If they weren't following you either? That's so odd. What do you mean? Let's look at some comments. Yeah, I don't know how to handle that. Oh, your job doesn't own you, especially not at Delhi. Yeah, I thought OP had some super fancy job facing all kinds of important people or something. No, it's damn Delhi. I mean, even if you had a quote-unquote fancier job, you're still allowed to have a life outside of it, no? Like, realistically speaking, like, do people look down upon someone having, like, bikini photos at a beach on their personal Instagram? Am I bugging? Oh, man, I don't know. He's trying to intimidate you before you even come to the office. There was no need to message you about this. Your social media posts are none of his concern. Don't let them control how you live your life. This totally inappropriate to text you about this type of thing outside your shift. He has crossed too many personal boundaries. Just quit because it's going to get worse. Ah, yes, the horror of a woman existing in a bikini on her own time. How will the business ever recover? Unless your job revolves in representing the company publicly, or there's a signed social media policy, your boss is just being weirdly controlling. Sounds like they're more concerned with policing bodies and running a business. Yeah. Okay. Again, like, say she doesn't listen to him, and again, that's her boss. Couldn't he just, like, fire her instead? Would she even have ground to, like, do anything about that either? I don't know. That's just an awful situation to be in. And I'm sure if a male employee had a pic shirtless in swim shorts, the employer wouldn't bat an eye. Even though a man's nipples show while a woman's breasts are covered. Employers a creep, OP block him from all social media and set your profile to private. It's not their business. If you set your profile to private after this interaction, isn't that kind of doing what they want? To an extent? I mean, definitely block him. But he could just as easily just like log onto another account or just log out of his to just keep spying on you, I guess. I don't know. Just awful. Unless your job involves representing the company publicly or there's a signed social media policy. This is what OP needs to bring up, especially the part about no sign social media policy. Boss can't just insist out of nowhere that OP changes her social media use because it makes him feel some kind of way. Especially since, let's be honest here, the whole idea that it's bad for business is bullshit. A deli having an attractive young woman working the counter who has pictures online isn't exactly going to drive business away. I mean, yeah, kind of. Okay, one more. This board is on sexual harassment. After your meeting, follow up with an email or text if you need to, summarizing everything discussed. You can preface it with, just to ensure there weren't any misunderstandings or miscommunication in our formal meeting regarding my photos posted on my personal social media account. Then summarize or bullet point the things he said, the expectations he's outlining as your employer, what are any repercussions that were threatened, any warnings given, all of it. Ask him to reply that he agrees with your summary of the meeting or clarify any mistakes he feels you've made. Pause. I feel like if you were to do that, he might not just respond because he'll see that you're getting everything in writing. So, yeah. This word is on, if not completely exists as sexual harassment. No matter how good you think your relationship is with this man, he's crossed the line with you and potentially other employees in the past. If you're terminated or he threatens any aspect of your job, you need to seek assistance. Whether you go to a lawyer or not is up to you. But filing a complaint with your state's labor board at minimum should be done. And having written communication helps down the line so you can't claim you overreacted or twisted his words, etc. I'm sorry your friends don't think it's a big deal, but it really is. Please stand firm in yourself that you did nothing wrong. The sexualization of women, especially young women, enjoying a very normal activity dressed accordingly for such activity is not your fault and says nothing about who you are as both a person and as an employee. Yeah. Unless state law prohibits it and fed law does not, OP can secretly record a conversation with boss for an even better record. I feel bad too because she's just a young woman trying to, what? Is she taking classes too or no? She says at like near my college, so I'm assuming she's, taking classes but also has 2 jobs. Like she's just trying to make it, and you have this older man just making her life worse, harder. But yeah, not overreacting. Boss is a creep. That last post sounds like the best course of action. This is completely out of my depth, honestly. I've never been in a situation like this. And I wouldn't know what to do, especially at like such a young age. I not know what to do. Good luck to OP. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed listening. Thank you for listening as always. I hope you have an amazing day and yeah. Bye.